that's fled to America from a communist country or a former Russia Soviet bloc country
Yep.
are staunch capitalists, and they absolutely hate communism.
Hate it.
And because, like, dude, I've heard some of the stories about the Bolshevik Revolution and some of the things that were happening in Romania. Like, there were torture houses over there. I don't know. There's another podcast that I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but the guy talked about like some of these torture experiments that took place in Romania that are literal horrors beyond all human comprehension. And it is unbelievable. And I mean, like, it was hard to listen to these guys describe some of the things that were happening over there, specifically with like college students where they were like running experiments on them, like torture experiments with them. And they were doing like unbelievable stuff, all in the name of communism, socialism, and all that stuff. So, but anyway, so his name, he's from Romania.
Yep.
What was his name again?
Theodore.
Tidor. And when did he come to the country?
So when he was young, so his dad got to the U.S. His mom and his brothers and siblings and everything are over in Romania.
Okay.
His dad is trying to get them back to the U.S. They moved to Portland eventually.
Okay.
But he remembers, like his neighbor being there one day and then the next day he's not there.
Yeah.
And he never came back. And it wasn't because he got to the U.S. It was because somebody said he was a Christian. And that really was a thing. Like, Christians were persecuted based on title alone. If you had a Bible, that was a problem. They had to worship in hiding. So
still happening in like places like Nigeria right now.
yes.
You got Boko Haram and all these other folks. And I think ISIS is still out there, and like ISWAP, which is like the Western version of ISIS, I think that's out there, Western Africa. So it's happening still all over the world. Definitely probably a lot more than just that. It's just not getting media coverage.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And so when he moved to the U.S., he big culture shock. But
Yeah.
he also recognized Portland area had a lot of the same ideologies that led down the path that Romania was going as well. And today it's obvious that has all manifested itself. So
Sure.
he, by trade and craft, he started in, custom woodwork and home building. And he learned the craft of, basically doing custom windows. So like building the custom arches, cutting the glass, doing double pane, all built from nothing, not like the windows that we put in today, right? He could do custom doors, big, 8-foot doors. He'd build the whole door, laminating all the wood together, doing all the design. Like, he fabricated all that stuff. So that's really where his craft started as a fabricator, was in woodwork. And then he eventually moved up to where he could build an entire house. And so he funded, with the other partners, funded Genesis Arms on the back of that. So
what made him want to get into firearms though?
Oh man, that's a wild story. So they had they were going down a direction of another gun called the Raz 12.